Residents is teaming up with artificial intelligence to provide a very, very merry Perry Christmas. You may remember we heard how one of Mount Perry's creative citizens had teamed up with artificial intelligence to remember a valued member of the Mount Perry community. Helen Downs, president of the arts group at Mount Perry, put pen to paper for the lyrics, then tapped into the latest AI songwriting skills to put out the single called Huseman Street. Well, Helen has been collaborating with the robots again. Good friend with the robots is Helen. And she's now released an album just in time for Christmas called A Very, Very Merry Perry Christmas. Morning, Helen.
Good morning, David. How are you?
Very good, Helen. My goodness, you and artificial intelligence seem to be a marriage made in heaven.
Well, I got a bit kind of addicted the first time when I was trying out new pieces of music, and around that time I came up with the concept of this album. And it's been a secret because it's been with the elves in the planning stages until now.
But a secret no more.
It's out.
When did you officially unleash it?
Unleashed on the kids had breaking up day at school, and also there was the carols night on Saturday night. And so Santa made an appearance on both of those occasions.
Okay.
And brought with him CDs and printed song booklets with this album.
Nice.
Printed, I should say, by the kind compliments of Evolution Mining, Mount Rawdon operation, who covered the cost of reproducing 100 CDs and 50 booklets, all of which have a QR code on them so that people can download the 9 tracks on the album, which is entitled A Very, Very Merry Perry Christmas.
So what was the reaction to that once people checked out what it was all about?
Well, some people have checked it out, but most people have still, I'm sure it's still sitting in the bottom of the school bags of the kids that came home from breaking up day and haven't opened their bags since. Right. But those who have heard it have had some good reactions. There's a few songs that appeal. There's the Brazilian lady that lives in town that loves the track about, it's called To Catch a Glimpse. It's got a bit of a salsa bossa nova kind of feel to it.
Very nice. We'll hear some of the songs in just a second. But first of all, Helen, take us through how you actually do it. How do you combine your creativity with robots?
Well, this particular program, and there's different programs that do different things. This one, I wrote the verses myself. It's all humanly generated. Right. And then I put that into this program with directions as to the style and the genre and what kind of voice, and then it may or may not follow those directions. And after about 50 generations of versions, which you can't change, like it, just get what it gives you, you can't change it, then I stumbled on track 3, the title track, A Very, Very Merry Perry Christmas. That was literally after about 50 attempts. Right. We got this Karuna-style beauty of a Christmas song from Mount Perry, and I love it.
Right. So how long does it take to churn out those, 50 versions?
Oh, endless nights till 4 a.m. It was a period of about 3 months that the 9 tracks were developed over. I didn't know the actual time it took. It was just hair-tearing, late night kind of stuff.
All right. Well, let's hear a bit of A Very, Very Merry Perry Christmas. So what sort of style were you looking for this one?
Well, I was going for that old Bing Crosby Christmas carol kind of feel. And I don't want to say who it sounds like, but I know who it sounds like.
Ding dong dong, a very, very merry, Perry Christmas to you. The happiest of holidays too. We make our Christmas fun and enjoy our shining sun. A very, very merry, Perry Christmas to you. Other places have their snow and all the Christmas things we know, and sleighs and pretty bells and reindeer too. But we have grass and sun and rainbows, while overseas they freeze their nose. We don't have reindeer, but we have cows that moo. A very, very merry Perry Christmas to you. The happiest of holidays too. We make our Christmas fun and enjoy our shining sun. Christmas to you.
All right, very good. Oh, that does sound a lot like Michael Bublé to me.
Yeah. I'm hoping he comes out one day to do it live in Mount Perry. That'd be cool.
I'm sure he'll be impressed once he hears it. Great. So that's a very, very merry Perry Christmas. Jam Drops. That's an interesting one. Take us through that one.
Okay, Jam Drops is not a Christmas song, but it's a song written by somebody from Mount Perry. There's Des Robinson, who's 81 years old. He's lived in Mount Perry or around here for pretty much all of his life. And he used to drive the school bus a couple of decades ago. So back then, a little girl called Katie asked him to write a song for her. And so the next day he had made up this song, which he, sang to her. And he still remembers the words. And he was back the other day, some couple of months ago now, he was saying, I still remember the words. I said, tell them to me, Des, I'll write them down. So I did, and found a variation of music that suited it. And it's now one of the songs. It's a tribute to Des's songwriting skills from 20 years ago. And it's a really boppy little number. It's so boppy that I think the Wiggles should pick it up.
All right, let's hear a bit of Jam Drops.
Jam drops. She's making lots and lots of jam drops. There won't be any that are bad flops amongst the jam drops. Now there's something that you gotta know. She's gone and put some in the local show. She wants to see just how they'll go. Katie's jam drops. Then she mixed them in a great big mixing bowl. She took out some dough and then she formed a roll. And in the middle she just pressed a hole to make the jam drops.
Okay, that's Jam Drops on ABCY created by Helen Downs with a bit of help from a robot or two. Well, let's finish off with a Christmassy tune. What about Racing Reindeer?
I'm not sure how Christmassy it is, but it is about reindeers, and it's about the Mount Perry racetrack, which is another institution in the town. And in the race club, there are a couple of Jensens who have been officials in the race club for a great many years. And there's also a fellow called Jeff Mooney, who was just this year recognised for 50 years as a volunteer on the starter's gates.
Wow. Impressive.
Yeah, so there's a little mention, a hat tip to both the Jensens and the Moonies.
All right, we'll finish off with Racing Reindeer. Before you go, though, Helen, remind us what the name of the album is and how we can get a copy.
Well, it's called A Very, Very Merry Perry Christmas. For those in Mount Perry, there's links on our local pages or scan codes that they can access. For other people, they can find my page on Bandcamp, and it's Helen Downs on Bandcamp, and the tracks are there. You can listen to them there.
Sounds good.
And we'll purchase them if they want to.
Very good. Helen, keep on creating. Thanks very much.
Thank you, David, and you have a lovely Christmas season too.
You too.
Christmas time at the racecourse at Mount Perry, I saw a sight as strange as it could get. I saw a golden sleigh fly in and touch down on the racetrack. Then I saw some things I never will forget. There were reindeer on the racecourse. They were flying down the track. It seems they came to Perry once, now they keep coming back. On their way home from the South Pole, they get bored with flying round. So the big guy lets them race to see who's fastest on the ground. In the dark, when no one sees them, they go tearing around the place. They get so bored with flying that they like to switch the pace. So Santa lets them stop a while to play and have a bite and race around the place at Perry's racecourse in the night. So far it's been a secret that nobody has told, that the reindeer come each year to race for a Perry Cup of Gold. They get a Jensen on the starter's gun and a Mooney at the gate. Then bang! They're off and racing down the Perry racing straight. Dasher is dashing just ahead of Prancer, a length and a half back to Cupid and Dancer. Rudolph the favorite coming up the inside, neck and neck with Blitzen on his maiden ride. On the outside, there's Donner. He's firing up the most.
So reindeer being fired up there by Helen Downs, president of the arts group at Mount Perry, with a few robots. This is ABCY Bay. It's now news time, 7:30.